so. That was the story from the weekend's Chinese Grand Prix. Just see what this is actually going to work. But obviously we had a trail of cars all battling for the top 10 at one point. The two McLarens, two Red Bulls eventually came out on top of it, but we had Saubers, we had Williamses, we had Perez, Kobayashi. Don't sound there. Perez, Kobayashi, Hulkenberg all battling out for a few places, and then we had Force Indias as well. So it was getting very, very interesting into the last 30 laps actually. So if you watch the Formula 1, you want to give your opinion on the race yesterday, then do text 60300 or email turnradio@live.co.uk. And the final piece of sports news for this morning. Just going to pause that now. The final piece of sports news for this morning. Let's just see if I can get on to this. Hopefully it lets me connect again. Will probably be the news of the Grand National and synchronised. Yeah, it's not going to let me carry on. Where is that coming from? Sorry, Sam.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully the final news will be about the Grand National, which you heard, Sam, synchronised, getting put down after falling on one of the fences. Did you have any money on the horses? What do you make also on the overall safety of the...
No, I don't have any money on the horses, but because recently there have been quite a lot of horses that have had to be put down in different races. So, yeah, I don't know what it is, but yeah, surely the race courses are going to have to introduce like something new to help protect them. So yeah, I don't know what it is, but they're going to have to find something.
Yeah. Let's just have a look on our browser here.
So it's a pretty close race in the end.
It was.
It's only didn't that the winner just win by like
Sunny Hill's Boy by a nostril or something.
The nostril of the horse's
lost
head.
it. Yeah. So let's see if we can get it up on here.
A fine line of winning and losing.
Paul Nicholls has said, the winning owner has said that the Grand National will always be dodgy and there will always be safety concerns over it. Here we are. Jenson Button, actually, I should say, said that Rosberg will continue to pose a threat. That's over Formula 1. But yeah, horse racing. Let's just go to it here. Paul Nicholls has said there will always be a risk over the Grand National. We'll use this as our final story today. Let's get this down. There are risks and we all try to minimise them. No stone is left unturned. There is always risk in a sport. A lot of people have to grow up and realise that that's life. According to Pete, also suffered fracture in his leg and had to be put down. There have now been consecutive Grand Nationals with 2 fatalities following the death of Dooney's Gate and the Nicholls-trained Ornays last year. New safety measures have been introduced for this year, following a review with reductions in the height and drops on the landing of several fences made. Despite the changes, only 15 of the 40-horse field reached the finishing post. 2 jockeys were also injured. Noel Fahily broke his leg with his mount State of Play, unseated him at the 5th, and Brian Hughes on board Viking Blonde suffered a suspected broken cheekbone when his horse fell at the first fence. We've got to be realistic about this. The horses have the best of everything they could have. They probably have better health care than we have. If people are going to continue to participate, there is going to be both a human and animal risk. The worst thing you can do is go too far. Make the fences smaller, they go faster, and you get more fallers. Commentator Richard Pittman believes changes must be made. There are questions to be asked and answers to be found, and we cannot be complacent. We have to address the situation. I think that things will have to be changed and don't agree with the fences being smaller, but I think the number of runners should be cut. The runners is the key point because quite a lot of horses were brought down by others. So if you've more room, instead of 25 horses, there'll be a lot less interference from one to the other, which does make sense.
So it's pretty
But who
dangerous
knows?
then.
Yeah.
Something's going to be done.
He's also added on to that, Beecher's Brook has claimed another casualty, and perhaps it's time for that to go. We need to look at the landing areas. This is Chief Executive Gavin Grant on the telly this morning. Some improvements have been made on the landing areas, but when you've got a drop on the other side of a fence, a horse isn't expecting it. And the ground conditions are very important. Aintree has made a lot of progress, making sure the ground is softer, because when it's hard, the horses run faster. There is lots of work to be done to take the risks to horses out of this. With that, we'll end with a more cheery song, JLS. That's the sports news for this week.
The club is alive.
And we'll have Leo Birchley here at 7:30. We've also still got to play our Teletubbies theme, and Sam wants me to play another song.
Yeah, because I found out that there's going to be a Top Cat movie.
Top Cat, there we go.
So, yeah.
Not looking for love. Out with my boys, just having some fun.